legislature with a view to revisiting some of the changes made to the executive budget proposal. The president also urged the National Assembly to reconsider its position on the proposal to securitize the federal government's outstanding ways and means balance at the Central Bank of Nigeria.
I have no intention to fetter the right of the National Assembly to interrogate the composition of this balance, which can still be done even after granting the requested approval.
Thus, notwithstanding, President Buhari said the 2023 capital votes will be released early to enable ministries, departments and agencies to commence the implementation of their capital projects in support of efforts at delivering key projects and public services, as well as improving the living conditions of Nigerians. However, the Finance Bill 2022, which is critical to the effective implementation of the 2023 budget and the attainment of the various set objectives, is yet to be assented to, as some of the changes made by the National Assembly, President Buhari said, need to be reviewed by the relevant agencies of government. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Workers in the FCT have resumed Tuesday after the Christmas and New Year break. Hawagimba reports that the streets are busy with commuters going about their daily activities.
Dedication and commitment are important virtues exhibited by those who showed up at workplace as the holidays end. A visit to some offices in the Federal Capital Territory, including the Nigerian Television Authority, revealed commitment of civil servants. At the Federal Secretariat, workers were seen ready to put in their best for the development of the nation. At the FCTA, to see the level if workers have resumed, we caught up with the Director, Admin and Finance, Transport Secretariat, Usman Musa Yahya, putting together handover notes as he gets ready to retire.
Coming back to work after this long break is quite a refreshing one. We had a very long holiday. If you remember, we had a Christmas holiday, which spanned for almost 4 days, very long one too. And even the New Year too, it was a very long one too.
3 is bigger than 2. That is how our blessing in this year, 2023, will be bigger than our 2022.
The Abuja Municipal Area Council, AMAC, had low turnout of workers. The street was also busy with commuters either rushing to work or their business places. Hawagimba, NTA News.
Now to politics. The Community Support Directorate of the APC Presidential Campaign Council has taken grassroots sensitization and mobilization to Karamajigi community and the FCT. Ifoma Ojinta has more.
Working to mobilize the base at the communal level to ensure the victory of Tinubu Shetima aspiration, the Community Support Directorate of the APC Presidential Campaign Council, led by its director, Abdullahi Ahmed Miagogo, urged party loyalists and supporters in Karamajigi community to vote for the APC at all levels. He assures of more of government visibility at the grassroots, adding that the physically challenged, women and children will not be neglected if Tinubu is given the mandate.
They should vote for APC, Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Kashi Shetima, and by God's grace, we will not disappoint them, and we will hold them, and we will give them all what belongs to them. We will make sure that we will supervise directly, just the way we come here and listen to them, and have their complaint on our hand, and by God's grace, we will channel it to the appropriate time when the time comes.
Although members of the community promised to support APC presidential candidate and his running mate, they raised some of their challenges expected to be addressed in the shortest possible time.
We believe APC will help us, and that is why we gather ourselves around to make sure we vote for the party. We believe in moving forward, because I believe that what they are here is to move Nigeria forward.
The directorate also educated members of the community on their rights to exercise their franchise and ensure they collect their permanent voter cards. Ifoma Ojinta, NTA News.
Meanwhile, a frontline advocate for the welfare of senior citizens in Nigeria and the founder of the Paul's Old People's Home, Hawa Umar Jibrin, has called for a better arrangement that will ease the issuance and collection of PVC by the elderly. She stated this in an exclusive interview with Abdullahi Ajia.
Concerned about the welfare and health of the elderly, which is being championed by her NGO, founder, the Paul's Old People's Home, Hawa Umar Jibrin, this time is advocating a better arrangement from the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on the distribution of PVCs ahead of the 2023 general elections. She observes that the present procedure is too cumbersome, especially for the elderly, whom she says are exposed to much rigor not good for their health condition.
We are just considering those who cannot withstand the weather, those who cannot withstand the long stay. Most elderly people have health challenges, and if we ask them to go queue up there and stay for as long as they want them to stay, at the end of the day, we might be creating problems for the country instead of solving the problems.
Those that have, disabilities or challenges, they have special consideration. We don't expect them to queue up with the others. We go out to attend to them. The elderly too, because they don't have the stamina to join the queue.
Credible elections, the senior citizens advocate says, is hinged on active participation of all eligible voters who have their PVCs. As such, the aged in the society should not be denied their franchise through what she calls institutional bureaucracy.
Whatever we did in those days, jingles were what we were using to guide us, to tell us what to do. Some of these NGOs too are interested in this enlightenment, but a lot will complain of lack of funds. So the government will have to come in here, at least for the period of this election.
The philanthropist and legal luminary re-emphasized adequate sensitization by the electoral umpire and the National Orientation Agency to create more awareness on important national issues and on the need to cater more for the senior citizens in the country. In Abuja, Abdullahi Ajia, NTA News.
Now to culture. The rich culture of the Gbagis was on display as they ushered in the new year. Hawa Gimba reports that the celebration is an annual event that provides opportunity for reunions and establishment of new relationships.
It was an opportunity to celebrate the uniqueness of Gbagi culture, known for its beautiful poetry and the display of dances, drama, and traditional sports, indicating unity, peace, and progress for many. Guests at the Cultural Day celebrations urged the people to protect the heritage passed on to them by their forefathers.
All Gbagi culture, all the Gbagi in the nation witness the Gbagi culture in Wushafa. We are not learning from it. Instead, we inherit it from our parents.
In fact, I want to call on all Gbagi nation to imbibe the spirit of oneness, unity, love, because when we gather like this, it's a demonstration of love to each other.
While advising people in the community to live in peace and harmony, they were also encouraged to impart knowledge on their children, ensuring that education is given utmost priority in their community.
The message I have our people, the Gbagis and this community, is that unity is all we need as brothers and sisters.
The Ushafa Cultural Day celebrations had on display different dances as well as the burning of the son of the soil, Shokolo Audi Haruna, as the Serkin Yaki of Ushafa. Hawa Gimba, NTA News.
Residents of the Federal Capital Territory are still in the euphoria of the New Year's celebrations. Safia Norma Uche reports that although work has resumed, the town is yet to regain its normal busy nature.
The roads seem a bit busy, but scanty. Places known for their busy nature were seen with less activities. Residents say activities are yet to resume fully.
Currently, I think most people didn't travel, so everywhere is lively, everywhere is filled up and active.
Abuja is not filled up yet. I think that people are still in the village.